Yo, 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 what's going on? Where we back out on the porch, man. I got my homegirl with me. We got Chevy, right? Chevy is the owner of the bar and grill Halo. It's on 1015 North Houston Road in Warner Robin, Georgia. It's the vibe is just like, yeah, man. If you tired of just sitting in your man cave or your she shed by yourself and you want to go out and interact and mingle with some grown folk and sit back and you have a cigar, have a nice drink, enjoy life without the riff raff and all the other bull stuff going on, man, that's where you want to go at. Hey, the poet like to go up in that thing and chill. It's a vibe. It is a vibe. But as y'all already know, I run my mouth all day. So before I run my mouth anymore, I'm gonna let Chevy come out here on this porch and tell y'all about her and her vision and what it is that she sees going on with the Halo. Then we're gonna come back and talk about some stuff out here on the porch, some life stuff. What you got, lady? Appreciate you for
Oh,
taking time out of your day, man.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm a hard worker, so but I had to make some time for the poet. But yeah,
Appreciate it. The poet appreciation.
but yeah, I'm the owner of. It's actually called Here's a Little Outlet, the Halo, and it used to be Wings of Steel, all female motorcycle club out of Warner Robins, Georgia. And it became very strenuous at times trying to leave it, get it open and stuff. So I decided to take on a new venture, moved into a family owned business. And what it is, it's a food truck hangout. So we'll be having food trucks,
Yeah.
hookah, cigars, and just nice. Like you said, it's a nice vibe. I put myself in it to a lot of people. I built it from the ground up throughout the years. It just became my baby, and the vision just kind of flowed, and God just kind of walked me through this thing. So first
Yeah.
time being a restaurant owner. I'm actually retired military, so I don't know nothing about running a restaurant.
My bad. I'm late. I'm late. They were late today. I told them to chill. Man, y'all got to keep up out here, man. She out here y'all put you got to chill when she do all these accolades and stuff. Now, golly. Go ahead, y'all keep coming up in here. Now, y'all got to do right. Now, dang. All right, come on, dog. Golly, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, so this is something I wanted to do. I got, my kids are both went to culinary art school and stuff. So I figured, I got the talent in my family, and my family
Right.
always wanted to do the restaurant thing. And so I started working another job so I can invest into
Mhm.
this. And once I get up and go, and hopefully I'm able to be fully retired and let my kids run this thing. And I'm just doing what I'm doing right now, chilling on the patio.
That is the ultimate goal. That's it. See, they on time. Now I got that's it. Y'all all right? That's what I'm
Oh
talking about.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I see. I got to talk to them every now and then. I hear them push.
yeah,
They get a
yeah.
little
I
rowdy.
gotta send a shout out to my grandbabies, my Nala Poo and my Raya. So
Okay, so you what is your name? Are you a grandma, or are you a Gigi, or what is your name?
I am a Gigi. So
See,
um
how did I just know to say Gigi?
so I just went with whatever the grands chose to call me. I didn't really have a name. They would
Uh,
have called me grandma. I would just went along with it, even though people be looking at me like I'm the mama. But I just whatever she decided to call me, I was gonna be okay with it.
that's what's up,
So,
man. So
yeah.
so you made a post, right? You had made a post over there on Facebook. We're gonna get out. We're gonna make sure you let everybody know where your social so they can reach out and get in contact.
He said I be talking trash on Facebook
Yeah,
and
yeah,
what.
yeah, 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 yeah. You made that good little post right here, and that's the one we gonna talk about a little bit real fast,
Yeah.
cause it's I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell me about it. What put you there in to make this post?
I don't know. I just feel like, when you on Facebook, it looks like it's the war against men and women, and they're taking out of the relationship what holds the relationship together. Like it's becoming to a point like if I don't have nothing of value to really give you materialistically,
Hmm.
then you're no part. You don't, what am I investing in you for? And I think a lot of the morals um, and family values are just really being taken away, especially out of the black community. So that post for me was, it was a conversational piece. And I told a lot of people, like, I was married for, 13 plus years, and roles to me played a big difference in my marriage. And when those roles didn't happen, that's when the
Okay.
marriage got shaky.
Okay, Uncle got to, I'm vet as well, so I'm hearing that a little bit. That R word came out like Rose. Wait a minute, the Rose caused your divorce? I ain't know. So Unc get a little slow sometimes. Don't
Yeah,
mind him.
roles. I believe in gender roles. I
Right, but
think.
see, Unc heard Rose. That little Rose. You know that little. That what. That what.
Look,
I'm like Rose. Wait a minute. What? Yeah.
look, I'm from Buffalo, New York, so some of my pronunciations.
Okay. I mean, hey. I'm from Vienna, Georgia, so I understand how it takes some individuals. You have to repeat some stuff sometime for individuals
Yeah.
to catch up to what you're saying. So it's just I heard that right there. I'm like, well, damn, how about that? But but to speak on what you were saying, it's first on the individual. We have to get back to a place of where we understand ourselves and we respect ourselves for who we are. And we're not worried about how somebody else think we are. We are how we are.
Right.
And it's to a point to where you think that individuals would want to be genuine at this stage of life. You would
Right.
think that they would want to be, hey bro, this is it. This ain't no plan. This is how it is. This is where I'm at. But it's hard for individuals to accept themselves. Therefore, they fear someone else won't be able to accept them for who they are because they gonna make the decision for them. It's like that individual that want a job, but man, they ain't gonna even go in there to apply for it. 'Cause I already know they're gonna tell me no, man. How you know?
Right.
You don't know.
True. And I just think, like, this generation, and I would say Generation X, have so many different narratives when it comes to relationships. We were able to see our grandparents when the relationships mattered most. They coming out of the Great Depression and things like that. So the struggle, segregation. So they were at a time where the family was really needed to stay together. And
Right.
along the way, as we got older, we could see that the household start becoming more single parent. The
Yeah.
daddy, daddy was a Rolling Stone was a
But
great hit and stuff like that. So now you're in Generation Next, and they like, well, where's the good example that we supposed to follow? We hear that y'all talk about grandparents and all of that, but we don't have that example. It's very few out there.
right,
You know?
and you're absolutely correct, and I understand that standpoint. However, if you don't know of a good example, be a good example.
Right.
If you be it, therefore now somebody else will see it, and you will be the one that's showing what, how, and when, and where, and why it's supposed to be done.
Right, right. And I
So,
got a very unique relationship. Um, I stayed before I was married for 13 years, but
mhm,
me and my kids' dad still hold a very close friendship for our family. We are still a family unit. Granted, we married young and things didn't go in that
right,
direction, but we understood we still need to be a unit for our family.
right,
He still played the father role. I still played the mommy role. We worked as a team in raising them. So I tell a lot of people, yeah, I was a single mom, but I wasn't a single mom.
mm-hmm,
And that's why I tell a lot of people that those roles are very important, especially in this day and age with so much going on. These kids need to be protected more than ever.
yeah, they do. So you said something in there that you sparked that I had a question about that earlier,
Uh-huh.
right? The family that you create is more important than the family you come from.
Right.
That's a statement that some individuals feel, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is your stance on that?
I created my family. So, um, if you ever follow me on Facebook, I did a post, and I my parents both passed in my freshman year. I think I was about 14, right before I turned 15. So And even before that, my father was in the streets. We was raised by my mom with helping my grandparents and my aunties. So I was in a more dominant female surrounding, So a lot of people be like, you just get it. Well, that's all I was taught. I
Right.
had my granddad was there. He, taught me how to build and do little man stuff. But for the most part, I watched my mom work. My aunties go out there and make their money, make sure we were good. Pay, I went to a private school, so I just watched them grind to make sure they took care of us. So, as I got older, that was my example,
Right.
and a lot of people then, they look at me like, oh, you such a strong woman and stuff like that. It's not that I'm a strong woman, it's I have to be.
Right.
You know, once some kids come into play, I don't have time to not be there for my kids. So
That part. Because,
so I did what I needed to do to make sure that my family was taken care of. I mean, even when me and my ex broke up, it was a little shaky, but I like, hey, these kids still need you and they still need me, and we're not going
facts.
to separate on these terms, and I
Right.
don't feel like just because you're not together, you can't be together for your family.
Facts. Facts. And that is true. Some would argue, though, that how can you say that this family is more important than the other family?
Family is family. It's all, it's in every walk of life, it's different dynamics in every family. It
Right.
don't have to be the way that you view your family, and I don't have to follow the exact path that you're running your family. But hey, you look at my household, my family's not lacking. My kids are educated. We put them through college. We put them through the military. We help and raise our grandkids. We still have a full dynamic family unit. It's just not
Mhm.
traditional, but it doesn't make it right or wrong.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Right,
If it's right or if it's wrong, you right. Because it's really your decision to make.
right,
And we all too often allow the thoughts and opinions of and others to formulate our thoughts. No,
correct.
just because they feel this way and they feel that way, that's on them. Because we each have to give account for what we do,
Right.
not what the person right on the right and the person on the left of you do.
But they also gotta remember, back in the day, if the husband died, you automatically went over to the
Well,
brothers.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
they ain't
yeah,
doing that now. You know
yeah.
what
They were
I'm
sitting
saying?
around the table. They were sitting around the table, but you know I'm
I,
gonna tap that. You know I'm gonna
I
tap that
mean,
ad
let's
when you
talk
leave here,
about
don't
it. So
you? You know I'm gonna
tradition,
tap that ad when you leave here, don't you, bro? You know. I'm gonna dress that thing up, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I'm going, ooh, bro. You enjoying it
yeah,
now, right? You enjoying it. I'm trying to overdrive.
yeah. But the family stayed the family, right?
Yes, they did. The family stayed. The family stayed a family. Kept it in the family. She was
And it was
truly a kept
crazy because,
woman. She was
and
truly
I
kept.
say that,
Hey, that is the way time was. That is the
yeah.
way time was. And I mean, just man, just think about that though. Just think about that.
Well, I'm glad my ex didn't have no brothers. He only had a sister.
Hey, the 2025, keep the family alive. 2025, 2025, keep the family alive, man.
I
But
don't know. This
yeah, man, that's
generation might
that's
start
that's
knocking off they brothers and sisters. Ain't no telling because they out of control these days.
hell
They,
no, hell no, no, you
all
ain't
things
nah,
go in this day and
nah,
time.
hell no, baby, we dying together. We we going together. That one we
Hey,
going together.
to death
Ain't
do us part.
hey
Yeah.
man. So Diggy, I got another question for you, right?
Okay.
All right. You get a you get a text from your dog. Your ace boon coon text you and say, "Hey gang, I seen your." He said, "Girl, I seen your guy with another dude. You got to cut him off, right?" That what your girl tell you, and then your dude takes you back and takes you like 4 minutes later and say, "Babe, your best friend sneaking. He's snaking. He's snaking on you. I can sense it. You got to cut him off. Who you believing? This is your day one and your baby. Yo, oh, I just love you. You goo goo gaga.
I don't put nothing past nobody. Okay, but who she sneaking with? My dude? Or she out there
We
sneaking
don't know.
too?
We don't know. We don't know. He didn't say that. That's that. See, I'm glad you said that. We're gonna go through this here a good little
No,
message because there are several variations that you can go through, right?
yeah, I'm analytical. That's what I do.
Right. Right. So
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 I need to know the full story, like details, pictures, to form an assessment.
but I mean that's all we have right now. This is all we
Okay,
have. And
so
we have to build the picture off of this message. So how does your picture play out in your head?
so if I got a bed off of my friends, she come through with all facts. So my bestie, she thinks she an investigator. She gonna have the picture. She gonna be done had the video, the girl, the dude. She gonna have all of that
Yeah.
before she come. If she ain't got that, she ain't gonna just come to me and be like, hey, you gotta leave your dude. She wanna make sure I got all the facts. So my bestie be on it. I don't really, I'm very I'll say a person of character. So your man. I
Hmm.
tell a lot of people, your man. And I have a hard time believing that a lot of women don't know that their men are bisexual.
I'm with you on that. You're gonna be able to tell
Yeah,
when
if
when
she
somebody moving a certain kind of
a
way, and
certain way,
you gonna feel
like
the
you,
energy.
yeah, I'm not gonna peg my man in the bed. That that's
Right.
you just giving that up
Man,
right
hey,
away.
hey, hey, yeah, you ask it, yeah,
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 I mean, I done
yeah,
said,
you
you
asking
don't pay
for
the
it.
dudes. The first thing y'all gonna do is clench them butt cheeks tight.
Damn right,
Don't touch
damn
my ass.
right,
Y'all be like, don't be touching my butt. Y'all know how y'all do. And they don't care what you trying.
exactly. That's an exit only. That's an
So
exit only. But I mean, yeah, if you there, yeah,
I
if
tell
you in a
people,
relationship with a dude and he asking you to peg him, and you talking about something, my man ain't by. Well, what the hell are you doing? Instead of embracing and living in reality and seeing that this could potentially cause harm to your life force, because in some instances that we never know not what another individual do, but the STD and HIV rate is high amongst homosexual males.
right,
It is one of the implants of that community to try and bring it to its demise, but it's on individuals again to understand that there are plenty of methods out here that you could use now to keep yourself safe.
right.
You know,
Now, on the flip side of that, when it comes to people relationships,
hmm
sometimes you just gotta let them find out on their own.
that's it right there. That's
Um,
it.
you could say I got pictures, girl. Look at this, and that. Some people don't want to be confirmed or don't want the confirmation.
Nope.
Because they just want to be okay,
Hmm.
and deal with whatever be in a little fairy tale lane and be okay with that. So always going and saying, "Hey, I saw your man." I done seen plenty out here. Sometimes I just turn my head. You gonna have to now. If I say, "Come
I ain't
on up
turning
here,"
my head. I'm speaking. If I know you, hey, what up? What
oh
up? What up,
yeah,
sis? What up, bro? You all right? You good? Shit. All right now.
look.
Yeah.
If I say, "Hey, come up to this bar and have a drink with me," and you chose not to get out the bed, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I need you to come on up here. I'm gonna need you to find out on your own. I can do
Right.
a little dry snitching. Sometimes
Look
you
at
just,
you. Look at you. Look at
yeah,
you. Dry snitching. I'm gonna lead you leading breadcrumbs. I'm gonna give you breadcrumbs.
yeah,
You
come
know
on.
damn
Sometimes,
well, girl. You know damn well what was going on up in here. You gonna tell me to come have a drink with you? You could have told me what the hell I was coming into. You know
but
what
look
the hell
at
you
how
were
many
coming into before you got here.
friendships.
Felt it.
But
You
look how
felt
many
it. That was
friendships are broken up over relationships.
right. They have. They have because someone told another individual or another individual how another individual lied to them. They
Right,
didn't. This other person didn't do what they said, and this one person came back and gave you the solid, and you are mad because they know that. That's really all it is when you have an issue with someone who has told you something and you haven't. You're mad at them. You mad because they know that. because
Right.
you're embarrassed, you're ashamed. But guess what? It ain't your fault. You did nothing. You knew nothing of what that other individual was doing unless you knew.
Right.
And then if you knew, then you really ain't worried about it because you were already aware of the transaction before it went on. And you tell that individual, look, man, you supposed to keep your mouth closed about that. That was between you and them. Now, yeah, now you just messed your thing up.
How I feel about that? If we homegirls, I know my man ain't shit, but I don't need you to tell me he ain't shit. And just if you see him out there, I already know what he doing. That ain't all that. That is it all.
But that see
But
that don't be the truth sometimes. Now every man don't be out there going out fucking around all the time. Now damn.
I'm just saying, women know they men ain't crap. They be talking about something. My man gonna do me right. My man don't be cheating on me. Your man done left to the bathroom to go get another chick number just that fast while you sitting up here trying to tell us what your man ain't doing.
Right, cause you never know what another individual do, man. Here she go. Well, you on the damn porch now.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in
Yo,
natural.
yo, yo.
So it's hard for me to get married again. Like
Hmm.
the
Well,
trust.
I mean, I'm 29 years strong in the game. You know what I mean? I ain't going nowhere. I ain't. Yep, I'm gonna get my y'all. That's my people. My people out on. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
you
y'all.
got a sweet, you got a really nice wife though. But you know, I tell people all the time, stay with who you got. Ain't nothing out here in the streets. Ain't nothing
Man,
out here.
it ain't. It ain't. There isn't. There isn't anything out there that you don't want. But
No.
you don't know what you want until you want it, right?
Right.
And then when you get it, that's when you assess: do I really want this? Did I really want this?
I
Or
think
did I
it's
just?
like I'm once I'm with somebody, I'm okay. Like I just chill. It works for me, and I just deal with whatever the situation is. Um, I guess, and also it might just work for me because in my time of where I'm at in life, I got so much going on. I don't feel like I got that time and energy to really put into that relationship. So,
Yeah, it does take a
I
lot.
definitely have to have somebody to understand that, or it ain't gonna work anyway. So I'm very content with who I have in my situation. So I
Mm-hmm.
tell people all the time, like, you gotta really assess who you are before you out here hopping and stuff. Cause
That
I,
part.
I done been single for a long time, and done dealt with the same person for a long time, that I'm just like complacent. I got my
But
thing.
that's the worst place to be in, though.
I know.
That's the worst place to be in is complacency because that's when shit goes awry. The goal, you have to find a way to keep that fire, keep that fire alive just by trying some shit. Again, you never know what you want until you want it. And you don't
True.
know what you want until you go out and do some research. Just start seeing. Let me read about that. Let me see about that. Oh shit. You say that, do that. Oh, goddamn. Okay. All right. Now we gonna play a little game. We gonna play a little game, baby. Let me talk to you real fast. We gonna play a little
I
game real fast.
I am that female they talk on Facebook when they be like, been single so long that if they come over there and look at you wrong, you be like, this is over with.
Oh no,
This
I ain't gotta
relationship
take
is,
this shit. I ain't gotta take you ain't finna
I
be
ain't
coming
gotta
up here
take it
breathing
because
all
they be
hard in my
wrong.
damn house. What the hell you breathing hard for? You were breathing easy when you came in here. How did it all of a sudden get so fucking hard for you to breathe? That's what I
Right.
want to know.
I don't even like the way you chew your food, right? So that's me. I'm gonna have a hard time settling
Man,
all the way down. I'll say all the way down, but we'll see. I figure God would, slow me down when the time is right.
right. When it's time for you to be where you need to be, he gonna put you there.
Yeah. It
She
gonna be a
gonna put you there.
strong, real strong man.
Well, I mean, but really it takes an individual. All it should take is an individual who is aware of themselves
Oh yeah.
and understand, as you stated, that you have a life. There are
Right.
things that you have in life that you want to expound upon and you want to, you want to blossom. You want to see certain things set up for your offspring, your heritage.
Right.
If they can't come in and they don't want the one, well, I want to have dinner on the stove by 6 every day during the weekend. I like to eat. I don't want no hot dog and French fries and all that. I want to eat.
Nah,
No,
I don't even eat hot dogs and French fries like that. So,
right. I
um,
mean, I get it, but I was using that as a statement, because a Southern man, you try and feed a Southern man some hot dog and French fry. I mean, it's all right for a snack.
right,
This is like a placeholder that holds you where you need to be till you trying to get to where you're going. But I mean, you ain't finna. That ain't dinner though. No,
right. I
no,
get
that
down,
ain't dinner
I
though.
get
Unless
down
you
with the
finna
get.
you finna put some chili, what the hell you finna do to this? What exotic? What you finna add to this to make this some kind of a treat?
Right. Well, I get down with the get down in the kitchen, so I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I
Gang,
get a
gang.
lot of guys that ask me why I'm not married, and you wife material, you got so much going for yourself and stuff. But I just think like when I was married, it just took so much from me because I couldn't, like, I had to put me aside.
Mm-mm.
I had to be there for the husband, and then I had, two sets of twins. So
Damn.
my house was busy.
Damn.
Yeah, I had two
That ain't
sets of
fertile,
twins,
ain't it?
and my daughter was special. I had two special needs kids, and my son. We had one boy in the middle. So my house was busy, so I wasn't able to. I felt like I was losing me, just being a
Right.
mom, being a wife,
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't realize that when you going into wifeyhood, a lot of you is put to the side, and a lot of women is not willing to
I
compromise that
disagree.
anymore.
I disagree. I disagree with that statement. Anytime you go into a connection, if you have to lose any aspect of you, that connection isn't for you. You are forcing yourself to be somewhere because you're losing, like you stated, you're losing aspects of yourself so that someone else can be comfortable. But now you're uncomfortable. We know that growth does come from those uncomfortable positions, but
Right.
you don't have to place yourself in those uncomfortable positions.
Well,
Not in your place of peace. At home, this is supposed to be your peace. You're supposed to be able to walk through here and fart and do whatever you want to do and be comfortable. You know what I'm
it's
saying? And
true.
not, but and if you can't do that, you're not supposed you're not in the
Well,
environment that's conducive for growth for
that
you.
that is why I told a lot of people I got divorced because I feel like he was an awesome father, but he wasn't a good husband to
Mm,
me. People don't understand when women say that, and it was for those. I made a lot of accomplishments. Being a single mom, then when I felt like I didn't have time as a married wife. I got
yeah.
my degrees. I went and worked. I finished my military career. I'm over here building another business, and it's like, how have I got more time on my hand and more, able to do a lot more stuff than when I had somebody in the house with me. So, and then I was just the go getter, the
Yeah.
self motivator. And, you know, we were just too, I felt like we just grew apart, you know.
And that does happen a lot. It does happen. There were stages in my marriage where my wife and I weren't close. I mean, that's real life shit. As you said, this is out here on the front porch. We keep it 100. That it's days where shit she don't want to look at my face, and I damn sure don't want to look at her. Some days, you know what I mean? Like fuck.
True.
God damn it, I'm in the other room. Damn it, don't even think about breathe. Don't even think about me today.
Right.
Then what you find yourself doing? You want something to eat. What you want to do, lady?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I know that is my source of life. That's my pipeline to happiness. Without that individual, I would not truly be happy.
Right.
So we take the time to nourish what we need to nourish and be who we need to be when we need to be. Because as you stated, it takes a lot out of you in a connection to maintain a connection. And if you feel like you are losing aspects of you, that's when you got to hit the pause button. And everything and everybody else around you has to understand that you are human too.
Right.
If your chest don't rise and fall, you don't get up. So give me the space that I need to be the person that I am.
Right, right.
Allow me to shine as me and not as you, because I fail at being you. I strive at being me.
And I think a lot of men tend to miss that in relationships. Like they just like, oh, you home all day. No, I ain't just home all day. I
Right.
gotta take care of the kids. We got the dog to feed. Gotta get the dog a bath. I'm out here cutting grass, washing cars, cleaning the
Damn.
house. Like I'm getting it in. So
You
when
say
I
you
know
from
you
New
came
York?
home, all you had to really do was just kick off your shoes and eat dinner. And but that's what I was trained and conditioned to do. Watch my
Damn.
grandmother doing all this stuff. So it's like, well, I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. And as I got older, I done got out the military at the time and trying to be the wife. But I was like, this ain't for me. And I remember me and my grandmother had the biggest argument ever. And she was like, you got to be the wife and this. And, she going on about the traditional talk and, God, this is what God wants you to be. And I just was like, this ain't for me. So I tell people now, marriage is a wonderful thing. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I love having that companionship and the friend. Like I said, we still good friends. We can still call each other and all of that. But I just the commitment is work. People think, oh, I'm gonna have the wedding, and this is gonna be Cinderella. Nah, yeah, Cinderella when she was up in the attic playing with the mice. That's what you gonna be. you know. So it
Oh
take
man.
work. It's work.
Yes.
You just say you 29 in the game. Like you said,
Yeah.
you gotta roll over and be like, oh, don't let me slap the crap out this joker. You
Right.
know.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you
So
you you really do have those days where you be like, I just really, yeah. Right now, no. Right now, you already know.
mm-hmm.
You already know. And it's truly again on the individual to truly understand yourself, and when you're in those spaces
Right.
and being able to express that you are in that space, like, look, hey, how you doing? Love you, but not today. All right,
Yeah.
not today. Just not today. And you should be able to say that, and that other individual should be able to understand it ain't the day.
Correct.
It ain't the day. I will, if unless it is something that's life threatening or imperative, then yes, let's converse. No, we can't pause this. We need to discuss X, Y, and Z. We need to get
Right.
resolution on this if it's something that is imperative. But for most things, you still should put a pause in it until you have regained your emotion.
Right. And everything is balanced. I tell people that, now that I'm older, I think I can make those balanced decisions. When I'm younger, I'm just doing what I think is the right thing to do. Then, now where I'm at in my life now, I can say, you know, look for the man of God, the separate life, and then we know when to come together, when to keep the flame going and all those things. But, it comes with growth.
Yeah,
It comes with growth. So,
it does. With all things, man. So, we ain't gonna hold you out here on this porch all night, man. I appreciate you coming through. We want y'all to go out to the Halo.
yeah,
Come out.
come see me. Hopefully, I'll have it up and running by the first weekend in October. I was trying to get it up and going by Labor Day weekend, but you know how it is, got a little kink in the system. But
Hey,
um,
life be life.
it's gonna be great. Want everybody just to come out and just enjoy the vibe, have a good time. Like he said, hospitality is everything.
Facts. You look, hey, she's a southerner, y'all. She's a southerner, y'all. We done got her.
Look,
She
I done got this on. Before we hang up, I went home to visit in New York, and I'm walking around the grocery store, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? Have a good day." And these people is like me, making me like,
right,
"Do
like,
I know you?" And my sister like, "Girl, if you don't start talking to these people, I'm at the cash register. How you doing today? Have a good day." And my
right.
folks looking at me like. You
Man,
like,
I'm
girl,
at
you are
damn
not
work.
in
Your
Georgia.
mother asked me how the fuck I'm doing. I'm at damn work. Hell, your ass on the other side of this damn counter. I want let me get on the other side of the counter. You standing right here. My damn feet
Right.
hurting. Goddamn, she talking about how you doing. She all happy and shit because she finna walk the fuck out the door. But I'm stuck standing right here at this damn cat. How the fuck you doing? Hey.
Right. And it's funny 'cause when I first moved here, everybody be like, you talk so aggressive. And I never heard that. But now that I go back home, I'm like, oh. They like, you ain't from Buffalo no more. You a Georgia peach now. So I done
Yeah.
got exiled from my home state. But it's
Well,
all
it's all good, baby. It's all good. Had majority of them came from the South anyhow. It's
right.
all good. It's all good. The mass migration, it's all good. But really, we
Yeah.
appreciate you, man. And you already know anytime you want to come out here on the porch, man, just let me know. And we in here, we talk about whatever you want to talk about. Actually, yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna do some things over there. I think we're gonna bring the porch over to the Halo one time.
Oh,
Just
no
just
doubt,
check
no
it out.
doubt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
got it.
check it out and have us a little vibe to see what's going on and have some open dialogue.
Right, right.
Yeah,
I
I
would
think
like
that.
that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that, man. But y'all already know how it go, man. Be where you at while you there, cause you can't be nowhere else. Until the next time, peace.
Peace.